Hello everyone. I'm gonna go through today's practice. Just dynamic drills that I've gotten from some fellow runners. So I'll just take you through them. First one's just walking on your toes. So this one, just on the toes, warming up the low legs. Then I'll switch over to walking on my heels. So I'll do that. It's pretty simple, but there are several of them. Now I'll switch over to walking on the outsides and insides of the feet. This time I'm alternating instead of doing the same one. But I'll go through them a couple times. Hey everybody. Just going through a dynamic running warm-up. I'm going to do, I don't know, maybe 15 to 20 exercises. I've done toe walks and heel walks. Now I'm walking on the insides and outsides of my feet. Hey everybody. Beautiful day in Indiana. Where are you at? Hello. Oh. There, comment. Hey. Hi. Sam the Sigma. Hello. Yeah, training for, specifically now for practice at 5:30. It's, it's 4:21. So this whole program, though, that I'm in is mostly for the Indianapolis mini marathon, which is a half marathon, which is 13 miles, and that's in May. So that's kind of the main race. So I may switch up where I'm at on the frame, but I'm walking on the outside of the feet and the insides. Yeah. So now I'm going to switch over to another one. Usually do each one for like approximately 30 seconds total. So this one obviously increases your single leg balance skillfulness and kind of stretches this muscle that is important in your running stride. So I call those knee huggers or knee hugs. This one, the aim is to bring the foot high. So what I'm saying is you want to lift the foot up. You want to lift the foot, and specifically the foot. So you're obviously, hopefully wanting to follow along, and yeah, I'll be going for about, 30 minutes. So thanks for the question, Enderman 66. These are hamstring scoops. So on this foot, the foot that is in front that's being worked, I'm pointing the toe to the sky and I'm trying to get to the ground. So hamstring scoops. Again, about 30 seconds per exercise. Now, I've heard this one called zombie walks. I mean, to me, it's a hamstring and glute stretch. Alright, now I'll go into top of the foot stretch. I got this one from Yoga with Adrian. Just stretching the top of the back foot. And doing the other side. So, thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'll try to address the comments throughout. So, I was thinking for a moment, because I often don't do these in a particular order, a particular sequence format. So, I have, like 20 of them that I try to practice regularly, like 3 or 4 times a week. Supposed to be good for preparing the body for practice. So this one is stretching the quad, and the reach is actually making the balance aspect more difficult. So now I'll go into a runner stretch. This one also I learned through Yoga with Adrian, and this one is called the runner stretch from where I learned it. So just stretching the front leg, similar to a running stride, not exactly the same. And I'll switch. If you get more flexible, you're supposed to walk your hands closer to your foot. The back foot, you could have toes curled under or top of the foot down, meaning on the ground. Alright, now this one is a good one for the hamstrings. So when I grab kind of my feet, it stretches the backs of the legs and kind of inner thighs. Forget what this one was called, but something hamstring. Now we'll go into what's called an inchworm. Just walking the hands out, keeping the core strong, and walking the hands back, and repeat. So the plank position, the DOGE. Don't know how to type comment responses, so just we'll respond verbally. So this is the warm-up for tonight's running practice, and we're training. The team is training for a half marathon. It's like a local running club. So Burke's up. Now I'm going to go into Achilles stretch. This one is for the back of the ankle, the Achilles tendon. I'm just reaching across to the outside of the opposite leg. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. It's a beautiful day in Indiana, and of course I'd love if we followed along, switching sides. And now I'm going to do the karaoke. And actually I'll go back the other way too, since I'm still on the screen in the frame. I'll do one more each direction. Now for this one, I'll do like a stretch for, like if you had hurdles, if you know hurdle drills as an athlete, as a runner. Hey Scott, these ones are good for your hips. A lot of people do them with the hurdles. Then we'll go into some like lateral dynamic movements. Now I'll just reverse it. So again, if you have a hurdle, that would probably be the most like athletic way to do it. Now backwards, trying to get big range of motion. Again, thanks for tuning in. Probably will go for about 30 minutes. And yeah. It's at about 15 minutes, so about halfway. Now we'll go into some lateral movements. These ones are good for the outsides of the legs, the ankles, also the outer hips. And if you can, not if you can, literally, but if, you know, it feels like it's best, you can touch the ground. And then this one is standing abductor. So this one is for your inner thighs, which are called your adductors. They add your legs back to the middle of your body. So that first one was supposed to have straight legs. Now I'll do a similar one, but trying to bend to sink on one of the legs. Again, stretching the inner legs. Also getting the bent leg strong. Paying attention to my breath throughout, since it is a warm-up. Now I'll add in a what's called like ballistic type of stretch. These are called flings. This one, the flings are good for kind of getting your muscles firing in a more powerful way. So now I'm just going into a foot stretch. It's so since the heels are up and the toes are on the ground, it's stretching the foot. Seeing if my teammates are here. I saw Coach Scott. He's here. So now I'm activating the core. I'm gonna face the camera. This one gets the core activated. It's called the crow pose. So I'll repeat that. That's getting, you know, the kind of like belly, the core going. Which, this one can be tough, so I try not to expend preparatory energy doing it. Coach Brian will be here tonight. All right. So now, earlier we did a runner stretch. Or at least I did. Now we're going to do something similar, except this back leg is not going to be down. Kind of lunging This also is from Yoga with Adrian. Yoga with Adrian. Stretching that front leg, then kind of stretching the hip flexor. And other side. So the front leg comes straight. This one is a hip flexor stretch, the back leg that is. Burks up. Alright, so now I'll do another jumping movement. This one's for the running stride. So this one, the quicker speeds are the target. Alright, so pretty much warmed up the low body pretty good. Now I'll add in a fall drill. The fall drill is to get into a economical running stride. And I repeat this several times, generally, because the idea is that the beginning part of the drill being excellent. Do a couple more. So what's happening is, as I'm jumping, as I'm finishing the jump, I'm sort of falling into a natural running stride, which is the goal. I'll do one more. Then we can go into some floor stretches. Thanks again for tuning in. So this one would be just a hamstring stretch. If you can widen the feet, you'll get more of a stretch. Looks like much of the team isn't here yet. We're at Deming Park in Indiana. So after that one, we'll do a regular hamstring stretch. So, a lot of people say to do more dynamic stretches before a workout. In the moment, so to speak, I think you can add static stretches if you've already warmed up dynamically. Burks up. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Warming up for tonight's running practice. So, went through some dynamic drills already. Butterfly stretch. So stretching the hamstrings in the back, also kind of activating the calves when you push your hands forward. So this is just to get the whole body ready to work together for the run, on the run, during the run. So now we'll go to, if you know yoga down dog, and stretch the backs of the low legs. This is like Achilles and calf stretch. You can follow along. I'm about to, almost half an hour into it now. Maybe a person at the park will ask you what I'm doing. So for me, I'm gonna throw in some push-ups. Just a few though. So it's getting the core ready. All right. Now we'll go into some more dynamic style exercises. All right, this one's high knees. And actually, I'll just do it backwards. Awesome. Just a few times through, since I've only got so much range in the frame. Now I'll go into some butt kicks. Oh. All right. Got also some skips to do too. These are called A skips, and so these are similar to high knees, except sort of less ballistic, less quick. Still good for knee drive though. These are B skips, so instead of just lifting the knee up, you're extending the leg. Sort of like a kick. Now C skips, which are, these are my toughest one, so to speak at this time. So, all right, now we'll do a couple like single leg balancing ones. These are open the gates and close the gates. So, all right. So taking the leg out and then bringing it in. You could add in some proprioception by raising your arms or by closing an eye, so to speak. Makes it more difficult. Now we'll do the planes, I think they're called, airplanes. Hello, thanks for tuning in. This one's tough. For me, it's a good one for balancing on the standing leg. You're trying to reach for the like the foot area, and then open the body. So, looks like no one's here yet, except Scott, but maybe Christian pronto. So, thanks for tuning in. We're preparing for our running practice tonight for Wabash Valley Roadrunners, and yeah, a lot of people at the park. Some people tuning in energetically. It's a beautiful day in Indiana, so to speak. And these ones are stretching the like the inner leg. Also working on like the ankles and the feet, which are for stability and so running health. Hello, thanks for the comment. And now we'll go into outer hip stretch. Burks up. Thanks for tuning in. We're preparing for the practice session tonight, and yeah, it's at 5:30. I think it's like 4:45, so 450, 29%. So this one's a outer hip stretch. Okay. Now we'll go into some like hip workouts, dynamic exercises. So this one is mule kicks. It's also getting like the running stride ready. Then fire hydrants. And other side. Don't see Scott. I got some people kind of tuning in from not too far. So now we'll go into lion one. This one is for the hips and the torso. Also what's called like the thoracic spine. Thoracic spine. So this one you're trying to reach to the ground. So, anyways, beautiful day in Indiana. Now this time, instead of moving the arms, we'll move the legs. So it's going to be just rotating to the ground direction. So gets the body loosened up for practice. Then we'll end up doing some like ankle stuff. This one can be tough if you have difficulty balancing, plantar or dorsiflexion. So anyways, maybe just for like 30 seconds. So thanks for tuning in. You can follow along. It's almost practice time, so we're gonna be running pretty soon. And yeah, now we'll do some ankle circles and gets the body ready for practice. Yippee! So anyways, then I'll add like a hamstring glute stretch. Then we'll do some shoulders and neck. Some wrist to full body experience. Running is a total body experience, Adrian taught us. So we'll do some neck circles, neck rolls. And then we'll do some more shoulder stuff. Just standing regular. But you could add in like some toe stands, stuff like that. Some toe lifts too. Like standing on your heels, working your shins. So, anyways, still a beautiful day. We got people walking and enjoying the park. He hosts the kids and the families and parents, and that is kind of what it's like in Indiana today. And do some dynamic shoulder stretches. Hello to Coach Scott. The tri-strip stretching though, kind of got to resist that. So this one's a hip flexor stretch. Stretching the hip flexor. Sky is blue, as you can see in the picture. So I think we got 2 times 2 miles tonight, which is a pretty good workout. And we'll be like a tempo effort. Yeah. So anyways, I think I'm gonna go get some water and hydrate. I want to say thanks for tuning in. If you're just joining, I'm actually finishing up. We got practice starting pretty soon. So yeah, thank you, Brooks up. If you watch this later, then hopefully you can follow along. The idea is warming up for a workout. I actually didn't do them in any particular order for the most part, and I would just encourage people to do their own dynamic exercises that they know. And I've gone here for almost 40 minutes, so warming up for 40 minutes with dynamic exercises would be kind of the topic. So thank you. I'm gonna sign out now.